Good morning.
Morning.
It's bright and early, 7:20-ish. We're getting up to go to breakfast. I don't know if this is allowed or not, but we brewed our own coffee in the room and we're bringing it to breakfast because the coffee in the restaurant is just like your basic coffee and this is way better. So we're bringing it with us.
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna be told we can't, so we'll see. But we're gonna go grab breakfast because we want to get onto the island as soon as possible, which we're actually just pulling into the island now. I think we can get in at like 8:30 or get off the ship at 8:30. So, sorry, we're about to get on the elevator. So, let's go have some breakfast. So I never really got to show a lot of the restaurant for the Yacht Club because usually it's very crowded and there's lots of people in here. So I just kind of wanted to give you an overall view. We've not had to wait once since we've been coming. We've always been able to get a table right away. Of course, I started off this morning with my Danish of choice. They say panna chocolate, doesn't quite look like it, but it's good. My orange juice, because I thought that was amazing yesterday. And you'll have to wait a second to see our main.
Bacon, egg, and cheese omelet with a side of perfect.
All right, so I went with a side of scrambled eggs, but my main is gonna be French toast. Yummy. We had a beautiful view this morning of the new island that MSC is currently building. And if you didn't already know, there is actually a documentary, I believe it's on Prime Video. It's called Building Paradise Island, and it's a 3-part mini-series on the 3-year transformation of MSC building Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. It is a great documentary and very informative, if you're interested in watching it. All right, breakfast eaten. And now we are headed to the top sail lounge because that's where we meet so that we can be escorted off onto the private island.
Yes.
Let's take a peek and see what they have for breakfast this morning. They've got some chocolate twist, raisin, maple pecan, apple turnovers. Looks like all the same Danish that they offer you in the main restaurant. You can get a donut, some smoked salmon. Wow. Some nice little items here. Just a little bite-sized stuff while you wait. Okay, we had to wait just a couple minutes. Then someone came and got us, and we are in a group of people headed to be escorted off the ship. So we'll kind of show you how this works.
And away we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Water,
So here's our butler, and we're just waiting on a golf cart right now. All right, so all aboard time tonight is 5:30. All right, so it looks like we are walking actually into the area before we even get on a golf cart to be taken over there. And I'm not going to show you a island tour just because 3 years ago I did a video where I walked around the island and showed you everything. So if you want to see that, I'll link it below. But this one is just going to be strictly the Yacht Club experience on Ocean Cay. So this is where we wait in order to get transportation to the private Yacht Club area. They have some pineapple juice, orange water, and lemon infused water while you wait, and you can also enjoy that when you get back. You're going to want to stay till the end of this video to see what happened when we tried to get back on the ship through the Yacht Club. Okay, so we had to wait a little bit for our golf cart to get here. You know, they only have one, and it's, you know, you just wait your turn. But it wasn't hot out, so which is really nice. But now we're heading over to our private area. unfortunately tonight we're not going to be here late enough to see the lighthouse show. We're gonna have to be back on the ship by 5:30, so that's a little unfortunate because the last time we were here until dark, and the lighthouse show was kind of cool. Oh look, there's the ship. All right, so they have a little foot cleaning area right here. And then I'm just gonna pan. This is one of the beaches for us to use. He said because of the weather today, this is a little rougher. And right out there in the distance, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There's a restroom with some showers. Restaurant, there's an indoor bar and an outdoor bar here. There's also restrooms here. This is called Ocean House. Pan across, there's gonna be another beach, which today would be the calmer side beach. So we'll go check both of them out. We were asked if we have a cabana, which we do not for today, but all the loungers and chairs are free to use. Once the bar opens, they will start coming around and offering drinks, which is all included, of course. Lunch here on the island is from 12 to 2 and 12 to 2 only. That is our only food option over here, unless we want to go back to the other side. I don't know if there's a difference in the time lunches and things are served on the main part of this island, but for Yacht Club, it's 12 to 2. So we just ran into our butler. He is working on our beach that we're walking over to now. So he'll be there available for us, just giving us a little bit of the lay of the land. So we're actually what he called Bimini Beach is where we're heading.
Yes.
But you checked out the bathrooms already.
Man, that was a fancy bathroom. Like, fancy bathroom. By the way, did not realize that you could rent cabanas for this, for
I don't
the adult,
think
or
I
for the Yacht Club island.
either. Don't worry. You know me, I like a good bathroom. So if I get in there later and nobody's in there, you'll see what it looks like.
It's very nice.
All right, so as we're walking, there are signs for Yacht Club guests, so I don't think we're gonna have an issue. I mean, there's only one ship here. I mean, there's not that many people, but there are some towels available for us to grab as soon as we get here. I mean, we really have our pick of seats. There's nobody here. Granted, the weather's not the best this morning. It's quite overcasty. They do have some mats for people to use too, which is nice. And I'm guessing those are the cabanas you could have reserved. Honestly, did not know. I kind of like that one. It's right there on the corner. I see one of the servers just go into the cabana, so that's kind of nice. All right, being we're on the island early, let's do a little exploring, starting with the Yacht Club restaurant called Ocean House. Wow, it looks like we're going to have a beautiful view while we sit and enjoy our lunch this afternoon. You really just can't beat this view. It's a pretty large restaurant too. Figured this would be a great time to go ahead and show you the menu for the Yacht Club restaurant's lunch. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. There really was no easy way to do this. But hopefully you can pause on the video if you really want to see everything that's offered. I know we didn't choose anything exciting for lunch. I went with the basic cheeseburger and fries, and Chad went with the buffalo style crispy chicken sandwich. So drinking water out of a can is kind of weird. Honestly, never done it before, but apparently you can go up to the bar and you can get a bottle of ice cold water. So, but let's enjoy the day. Until lunchtime, of course. I thought y'all would like to see my little friend that I made today while I was sitting at the beach, minding my own business. All of a sudden, I start hearing some scratchy type noises, and I look down and notice the sand is moving, and I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out a lot. I mean, this was probably the biggest crab I've ever seen in person. I'm used to seeing hermit crabs on the beach, but my goodness, I really think this little thing looked me dead in the eye. Thank you to our amazing butler. We told them we don't drink alcohol, so they went and made us some Miami Vices, non-alcoholic. Cheers. So we have just been enjoying our beach day. Hi, Chad. It's been really, really nice, comfortable. Again, the water edges are rocky, so you might want some water shoes. I'm just wearing my Chaco sandals. They do have some mats here for you to use. A lot of people, once they've started using them, they kind of hold on to them in front of their chairs. But let me go ahead and show you the mats. So these are the mats. I know I just said people are holding on to them. Somebody asked us if they can leave them right here instead of dragging them all the way back because we have a front row. We did bring our own floats, and I probably would have preferred just to use the ones that we have. These were a little hard for me to get on and off. Well, not hard for me to get off. They were hard for me to get on. But I would have preferred just to use my own. But at this point, I thought, there's no reason to blow it up and then have to inflate it and get it dried out. So we just used the ones that were here. But it's been a beautiful day. The weather's been great. When we first got off the ship, it was very overcasty. Wasn't sure if it was going to burn off or not, but it has been amazing. So what'd you think about lunch?
Lunch? I thought the venue was very nice. I think what I chose to get was not right for me, but that's just my taste.
You got the hot chicken sandwich, but the only difference was
They used chicken thighs.
Right, instead of chicken breast.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of chicken thighs.
Yeah, so that's why.
But also I've learned in 3 days too that you've got to ask what comes on it, not just read what it says comes on it. Because like I don't enjoy mayonnaise, and so when I got my sandwich, it had mayonnaise.
Right, but it didn't state that on the menu.
It didn't state that. There was also something else with the buffalo sauce that was incorporated.
Yeah.
And so I need to do a better job of asking. Because like you had a sauce on your burger.
Yeah, and that was odd.
Yeah.
But I just covered it with ketchup.
Yes.
But the venue was beautiful, the view was beautiful, the service was great.
Yes.
Everything about it was awesome.
And the lunch bunny was really cool.
Oh yeah. I probably already showed you. We had our iguana friends. I realized I forgot to put that clip in, so let me show you the size of these iguanas. So I think we've had about all the sun we want for today. It's about 2:30, and they've stopped serving lunch, so we went ahead and came over here by the restaurant, and there's some beautiful shade and a beautiful breeze. So we're just gonna sit over here and I'm gonna read. Chad's gonna watch his shows, and I'm gonna stare at the ocean for the next hour or two until I have to go back on the ship. They did mention that the last golf cart to the ship is like 4 o'clock from this area, which I thought was kind of odd because we don't have to be back on the ship until 5:30. So I guess we have time to walk around the other area if we choose to, but we'll see. In case you wanted to see the view that I have.
All right, so we're back on the ship, as you can see. from having been out, and the getting back was quite interesting, I would say. So we originally were told that we need to be back by 4.
Well, when he says back, he means like at the meeting place in the Yacht Club area, which is right by the restaurant I showed you. Yeah, that's when they say that the last tram was leaving at 4 is what we were told.
Yes, and it's actually 4:30.
Well, that's according to the sign.
Yeah.
And also just to say that all aboard time is 5:30. So just kind of.
And so we decided we weren't going to wait to catch the tram, because I was talking to a lady. She said they had already waited 30 minutes for a tram, and one had just got there, and there were probably 30 of us waiting.
Right, and that was at like 3:45, so that was before 4 o'clock. I'm setting the timeline so that people understand. Like and it's not. I mean, yes, I'm complaining because it's a little irritating that we pay for a service and you understand what we didn't get.
Yeah. So we walked back, past several different bars that were already closed. You couldn't get anything to drink.
Easy walk.
And then we made it back to the yacht check-in tent, Yacht Club check-in tent.
Right, like right at the front. So like, like right at the front of Ocean Key. They have tents.
And before, that's where you would have been met by a butler. A butler would have taken you on the ship, would have tagged you on an elevator, sent you up. Instead, there was no one. The tent was taken down.
Yeah, and we asked. I said, we saw them taking the tent down. And by that time, it was maybe 4:15, maybe. Not even. It wasn't even quite. It was around. Anyway, I'm irritated. Sorry. And they were like, nope, it's already done. And I'm like, what do you mean it's already done? Like, if we were to get on the tram at 4 o'clock, you couldn't have gotten all those people from the tram up to the front in 15 minutes. So, like, I don't understand. So we just had to, and again, this sounds bad, like we're not better than other people, but we paid for a service.
Yes.
And so the service was supposed to get us back on the ship. We were supposed to bypass the lines, have our own way on the ship, and none of that happened.
No. The service that was described to us was not then fulfilled.
Right. And like he said, there was no drinks. So after a certain time, even in the Yacht Club area, they were cleaning up. And so...
Which we were told by another guy when I stopped and asked at a bar if we could have a bottle of water, or a can of water.
Who looked annoyed, not in the Yacht Club area, by the way.
And he goes, well, they have to get back on the ship to do service. And I was like, I understand that. We're just looking for some water.
You're talking about, it's like 90 plus degrees out in the summer, and you can't provide anything. I mean, an hour and a half before you even have to be back on board.
Well, not even that. I mean, really, the ship doesn't leave till 6. All aboard wasn't till 5:30.
Right.
At this point, it's only 4 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying.
They stopped serving at
like
2 o'clock.
2, 3 o'clock? Yeah. Again.
We're just trying to expectation to reality. So when they are describing the way, or anybody describes the way of the Yacht Club, they all have different experiences. So expectation to reality is
right.
Has it been a great time?
Absolutely.
Has the service been wonderful? Absolutely.
But we want you to know that not every aspect could be perfect. There could be issues. These are things that we didn't know. I mean, this was our first Yacht Club experience, and we wanted to see what it was. And yes, every time we watched a YouTube video, it was all magical.
Yeah.
But there can be issues.
So if you go and eat your lunch and you know it's close to 2 o'clock, order your 3 beers, order your mixed drink, order whatever it is, so that way you have it, or water, so you have it.
All right, so that's our complaint.
Yes.
Again, just trying to keep it real here. We're going to clean ourselves up.
I don't know if Paula's talked about it. I think she did. We've heard now that the timeline for the new private island is pushed till 29. Yeah. That'll be really nice because the beach that we were on is shared by other guests, which, whatever. So I just want you to know that one little beach you have to share with everybody else, or there is one other side with a little bit more rougher water that you can and it's not shared with anybody.
Well, when he says that, the water is, and I mean, they can't stop somebody from going in the water, and
No.
they can't partition the water off.
No.
There is a roped area for Yacht Club guests
Yes.
as far as like the beach area,
No.
but I mean, people migrate over. They're not going to actually there's nobody there to stop them from coming into the area. So I guess that's what it is. It's
I don't want you to go there thinking you have a whole private beach to yourself.
which
just
we
you and the
thought,
other
which
yacht
we
couple.
thought.
And then you're like, oh well, anybody can swim. Which, yeah, I know how bad that sounds, but I don't mean it that way. All right, so now it's time to get changed, to get ready for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Italian night, so it's going to be a little bit different menu.
Yeah.
So we'll show you what we get.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, I'm probably getting Caesar salad.
There's a lasagna tonight.
I'm probably getting Caesar salad with grilled chicken.
Anyway, there is not a show, but there is a comedian tonight. But it's 11 o'clock tonight. So I'm not sure we're going to go to that.
There is a show. It's at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
The World Cup's on, and Messi's playing.
Yeah, so there's 2 World Cup games that we want to see. So we might spend some time in our room in between dinner, or not really sure, but because the sports bar is just really small, and there's obviously a lot of people that want to watch the World Cup, so it's very crowded in there. You can't get a seat.
Yeah, by small, you probably fit 400 or 500 people.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And there are 5,400 people on the cruise.
You cannot fit that many people in that bar. Sorry.
Well, the elevator says you can fit 21.
Listen, nobody's fitting 21 people in that elevator either. But I will say too, when we got back to our room from being gone all day, they did not replenish our drinks in our mini fridge. And I guess it's because we're leaving tomorrow.
Yes.
But just, another little thing I've noticed. But we'll show you if there's anything we do tonight. I don't really know if we're going to do a whole lot. So I'll show you dinner, and then we'll just go from there.
All right.
Well, Chad did say he was going to have his chicken Caesar salad, and that's exactly what he got. And I went with the lasagna bolognese. Looks amazing.
It's a seasonal sundae with strawberry ice cream. It's got granola, pineapple, and strawberry and chocolate sauce with whipped cream. See? Look at that.
I got the lemon delight, which is a sponge cake with lemon cream and some fruit. I'm very excited about this. It's beautiful. That tastes divine.
What you doing, Paula?
Watching the World Cup game. Go Argentina!
So after we ate dinner and watched the Norway game, we went and walked around a little bit, and they had a officers in motion where they introduced all the officers, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, they did a little dance together, YMCA stuff,
Also, never seen that many officers ever. So that was kind of interesting. And then Paula got an iced coffee. We came back. I just made a coffee inside the room. We're going to watch Argentina play and get packed up. And I think we're just going to call it a night.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go to the show at 11 o'clock. I'm really tired. Being in the sun all day really wore me out.
Yeah.
Not that I did anything. I think the sun just wears me out.
But dinner was really good.
Yeah.
And we got to spend some time with our butler this evening and getting to know him, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And so...
Please make sure you like these videos and subscribe to our channel. It'll help us grow. And I think when we get home, we're going to give ourselves a day or two to, reflect on the cruise and what we liked, what we didn't like, would we do it again, that kind of stuff. And then we'll probably make a short video with our final thoughts, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the way, this whole dual capture thing that I'm doing was not her idea. She did not like this idea. So I wanted to do it just so you know. Yes.
Good night.
Good night.